Hey y'all, it's AK back again with another video. Thanks so much for tuning in. For those that don't know, my name is AK Brown, your fashion bestie, and my channel is all about fashion and lifestyle. So that includes fashion reviews, style how-tos, stylist tips, which is what this video pertains to, and then also lifestyle vlogs, so you guys can get a better look into who I am as a person. So again, thanks so much for tuning in. So today's video, actually, it is an update to a video that I didn't realize you guys really gravitated towards. So about 9 months ago, I did a tutorial on Canva on how to create a stylist mood board. And I've actually had a lot of people reach out to me on that video. I have a lot of likes on that video, a lot of comments, not that many views, but at the same time, it still helps, and I still got a lot of traction from that video, even from influencers, even from boutique owners. So I thought that it would be a great idea to go ahead and do an update to the video, especially because since that video, Canva has made a lot of great improvements to the platform that I think will help our styling boards just be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this tutorial, but before we do, make sure to like, share, oh my god, share and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. So today, like I said, we are doing an update to how to create a style mood board. And I'm not even making this tutorial for the fashion or personal stylist out there. This can easily work for influencers and bloggers who do a lot of OOTD looks on their platform on Instagram. This even can help boutique owners, showroom owners, or anybody that's in retail that has a hard time trying to get their customers to visualize different products that they have. You can easily do a mood board and have it on your website or use it for social media marketing. Maybe that will help translate some onlookers into customers and clients. So that's really what this board serves. So this is the board that I'm going to recreate. So I'm just going to start with a brand new page, and actually also guys, I'm gonna make a blank template, so this size, available for free, that you could just download through my platform. So the link to that is going to be in the description also, so that way you don't have to play around with the sizing or anything like that. It's kind of already there for you, and then you could just customize it and do with what you need to do with it. So right now we have our blank canvas, and I'm going to go ahead and start with my pictures. So what I like to do is I like to do my outfits, and that board up top is actually a board that I put together for social media purposes of an outfit that I had on last week, which you'll see boop here. Make sure to hit me up on Instagram too, and you can follow all of my fashion endeavors and what I like to wear and what I like to create and stuff like that on Instagram, so follow me there. So I put this together for social media purposes, so I'm going to recreate this for you guys right now. So I like to start with the actual picture. So you can either get the pictures from the brand's website. They may let you save them. You may have to screenshot them and go from there. Either way, it works. It really doesn't matter. So this came from H&M. I was just able to download it directly from their site. And so I'm now going to first start with the background remover. And I want to go ahead and put a disclaimer here too. You have to have Canva Pro for everything, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to show you in order to make your board look like mine. So go ahead and sign up. I have a link down in the description so you can be able to sign up. It's like $13 a month. Honestly, guys, if you don't have Canva Pro, they're not sponsoring this. This is not sponsored by them. So this is honestly just me promoting them. I love them. It's very much easier for, especially a lot of us who don't have experience in like Adobe, so Photoshop, Illustrator, stuff like that. If you don't have knowledge or a skill set in there and you find it that it's a little bit harder for you to learn in Photoshop, Canva is the next best thing. It's cheaper actually than Photoshop, because Photoshop now charges you monthly, and I feel like it's like $30 to $50 a month for you to have the entire suite, and just to have Photoshop alone, unless you're a student, I think it's about $25, $30 a month just to have Photoshop. So $13 a month for you to be able to do everything that any other graphic designer would do, but it is easier, and it's, you know, better for you to understand, and you're able to do your own graphics and stuff like that. I say it's a good investment. If you're a legitimate business, it just goes onto your business expenses, and then you can write it off at the end of the year. So for those that have complained about the cost of Canva, I feel like if you're that cheap to invest $13 a month into your brand, then maybe you being a small business or brand is maybe not for you. So that's my little shameless plug. So everything that I'm getting ready to show you, you have to have Canva Pro. If you don't, follow my link in the description so you can sign up. So we've gone ahead and removed the background. So I'm going to hit apply. And now what I'm going to do, and this is something that they just implemented, that I would always have to take my images from Canva and put it into Photoshop. So I'm so happy that we don't have to do that now. We are now able to add drop shadows onto photos and onto text. All right, so we are now going to go ahead and add the drop shadow. We'll give it a minute to think. And as you guys can see, it just looks 3D. It doesn't look so flat. And again, from the first tutorial that I showed you guys to now, it just looks more visually appealing. And for us that, again, are stylists or influencers or our brand owners that are trying to get our clients or our followers to see what we see, a lot of them, they aren't as visual as us. So we have to try to make what we're creating as visually appealing as possible. So I just think that that extra add of pop and drop shadow just helps with coming together or bringing your creation together in the concept and everything flow and look concise and cohesive and stuff like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to my other images. So my pants, my slingback shoes, my tote bag, and my necklace. And here we have it. So, and you can rearrange this however you want to, you know, just like, and so let me also give some background, especially if you have not caught the first video, which you'll see above that you can click and watch after this. So for a lot of us influencers and for those that are stylists, we used to use the platform Polyvore. Now, Polyvore went away years and years ago, but if you aren't familiar with Polyvore, we were able to literally create style boards. So like, you know, it would have all these retailers and we were able to take their clothes and take out the background and rearrange stuff and make it look cute and stuff like that. So there are some other platforms out there that I've used I really don't like. And I just, you know, since I'm such a Canva fan and fanatic, I just started to do my style boards for myself, for my company, or for my clients in Canva. And this is also the reason why I like using Canva over other third-party clients. So for example, as you see up here, which we'll go ahead and start to create, and actually just for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste. So what I like to do, especially if I'm presenting this to like a client, I like to, you know, give a description of the product. And then what I also like to do is link it so that way they can, you know, especially if you're doing like a virtual personal shopping, they could just click on this link and then go to the site that you want to take them to. So you're going to click the 3 dots and then you're going to, you know, click the little 2 chains and then that's where you can put the link. So if you are anybody that has, you know, affiliate programs, if you're someone that like a stylist that uses Hue and Stripe like I do, and I'm actually going to do a video on that here probably in the next couple weeks, And it basically, if you have anything to where if someone buys this product from a link that you give them, you get money or commission back, this is the perfect way in order to promote that and to get money. So you just put in your affiliate link or whatever link that you have to get the money back. And then that way, when your customer or your client clicks on it, they're going to click on the link to where you're going to get that sale and you're going to get that traction. And then that way they're able to do what they need to do. And then you're getting that money back on top of probably the money that you're charging them to style them or the money that you're charging them to buy the item. So that's just another reason why I like using Canva over other third-party companies or softwares or platforms, just because you're able to kind of use it to your advantage or use it the best way that's going to benefit you. All right, y'all. So we have the descriptions. We have them embedded with the link. So that way it's making the process easier for your customer or your client. I also kind of want to just stop here and give a couple of branding tips. So here on the background, you can change this color to whatever you want. However, just be mindful. You don't want it to look too busy. You don't want it to look too, you know, just too much, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that this is serving the purpose of your client. And so I just like to keep the background white or like a neutral color, so that way it's easy for my client or my customer to understand. Also, make sure that the font that you're using, I would just make sure that it's your brand's font. So in any of my brands, for the most part, the main text that I use is Poppins Light. It's a free Google font, so you can actually download that onto your computer. I believe it's on Canva already, but if not, again, with the Pro subscription, you can upload any font that you want that you own. And like I said, Poppins is a free Google font, so you can just download it and then upload it to Canva if it's not already on there. So I just suggest, just for branding purposes, because I'm all about, you know, branding and making everything tie in and make sense and look cohesive, use your brand's fonts, use your brand's colors, but again, just make sure that it's easy for your customer or your client to understand. And then again, don't forget to embed those links, especially if you are in some type of affiliate program. Get that coin, get that commission, use this as a tool to make it easy for your customer or your client to shop. And then that way, by using those affiliate links, you still get that money back on top of the money that you already charged them. So it's just getting more bang for your buck, and it's just helping you get more coin as a stylist, as an influencer, as a blogger, or as a brand or a boutique owner. So one of the last things, or two of the last things that I want to go ahead and show you guys. So for one, I'm going to go ahead and recreate this color palette. I like implementing color palettes. I'm someone that's all about color palettes. If you follow me on Pinterest, and if not, I'm going to easily put that link in the description. Because I did do a lot in branding, especially when I was very active with my PR and branding firm. You know, color is something that not only does tie in your brand story and does look aesthetically pleasing, but colors actually have meaning to them. Colors actually can trigger certain actions out of your potential customer or client. So it's very important, especially as a small business owner or a new brand or a new business, to really not just figure out, well, what looks good for your brand, but what makes sense for your brand, especially, you know, given what colors mean what things and how that ties in to your overall goal for your brand or your business. So that was just one little brand gem I wanted to drop. So as a stylist, especially, again, because our whole goal is to make this look as visually appealing as possible for our customers, especially because they've come to us to help them visualize what they were not able to visualize on their own. That's just what the hell it is. So I just try to make everything look as nice and neat and cute as possible. So that way they can just look and be able to see what I have in my mind with no questions, no comments, no going back and forth, all that stuff. So right now I'm just creating a color palette. So the one thing that I don't think Canva has, so if anybody has been able to figure this out, by all means, please put a comment in the description or in the comment box. You're not able to do like a color picker or a color matcher in Canva. So this is the one thing that I still have to do outside of Canva, but they'll probably figure it out in the next few months because they're starting to become just kind of like that all-in-one go-to platform. So I'm hoping that they can fix that within the next few months. So I did get the hex codes from a different website. You can just go to imagepicker.com. I'll put the link in the description. And then once I got the hex codes, I put in the circle shape. So you'll go to elements and you'll find this under shapes. And then you'll go to the color box, and then you'll go here, and then you'll just simply copy and paste your hex code from wherever you got it from. And then you're able to make a cute color palette that matches the colors that are in your storyline. So these two colors came from the felted shirt jacket and came from the pants. The brown came from the tote bag, and obviously the lavender came from my slingback shoes. So last but not least, and I'm just going to simply copy and paste this, but this is going to be something that, you know, you'll upload, and you should always have in Canva anyway. I'm going to copy and paste my logo. Why? This is more so for copyright infringement purposes. You never know who the hell is watching you. You never know who the hell is trying to, you know, jock your swag and jock your style. And I hate saying that, but shit happens. So I always just make sure that I brand anything that I send off, whether it's to a client or especially on social media, with my logo. Now, this is a different logo than what you guys saw last time. So I now have two brands. I have Closet Therapy by AK, which is my personal style brand. AK Brown Studios is still here, is still active, but that is now more so a editorial studio brand, and we do some other things in fashion under that brand. I wanted to be very intentional and divide those up just because, you know, I'm trying to do an experiment and see what I like more, whether it's personal style or editorial style. And if there was ever a time that I would get rid of one, I wanted to make sure that the brands were already intact, so that way I would make less work for myself if that day ever came. So that's my logo for Closet Therapy. If you would like to book a wardrobe consultation, shameless plug, the link is down below. So yeah, that is all in all how I make my style mood boards for clients, or if I'm trying to show off my outfit for social media marketing. It's really easy. It's really that, it's not that complicated. It's not a complicated process. So I put the step-by-step in the description. Step 1, get your images, remove the background. Step 2, add a drop shadow to the images. Step 3, add your descriptions. Step 4, embed the links in the descriptions. And again, if you are an affiliate, get that coin back and use your affiliate links. Step 5, add a color palette by adding the shapes. And you don't have to use circle shapes. You can use square or whatever other shapes you want to use. Circle has just been easy for me. You know, it's simple, easy, and it makes sense. It looks like a color palette. And then last but not least, step 6, add your branding, add your logo at the bottom or wherever you want to put it, so that way people can resonate that this is your work, and, you know, keep your brand's image in the minds of your customers or your clients. All right, y'all, so that is the end of the video. Not too long, not that in-depth, quick, easy, straight to the point. I'm actually going to be doing another video here probably next week on how I create editorial mood boards, because that's a completely different process. It's still the same within itself, but I actually use like Pantone chips. I'm gathering inspirational photos, you know, because it's not for a personal style client. Usually when I'm making an editorial mood board, I'm doing this to send out to models. I'm doing this to send out to my photographer or my assistant creative director or anybody else that may be involved, hair, makeup, nails, whatever, other stylists. So that's a little bit more in depth because it's putting collages together and making sure that everything looks cohesive in like a storyline, to where this, you're just putting an outfit together that you've probably had on your body, or that you're trying to explain to a customer or client. So I'll do that video sometime next week. Again, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. The step-by-step process is in the description, so make sure you hit that, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.